An important idea about a line is its slope. It is a numerical measure of the steepness of the line. Geometrically, it's interpreted as the ratio of rise to run. Using two distinct points, the change in the horizontal distance, the second x minus the first x, denoted by delta x, and the change in the vertical distance, y2 minus y1, is denoted by delta y, change in y. So the slope of a line, M, through the points x1, y1, and x2, y2 is rise over run. Notice it's change in y over change in x. x2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where the change in x is not 0 because, again, we cannot have 0 as the denominator of a fraction. It's very important to remember to start with the same point as you're doing the change in y over change. Finding the slope of this line, the change in y, so this is our first one, so it's delta y over delta x, change in y over change in x, so negative 6 minus 4 over 2 minus negative 2. Notice this is the second term first. Negative 10 over 4, or negative 5/2, and we can have a negative slope. That's fine. Here, through these given points, slope is the change in y over the change in x. So 8 minus 8 and 5 minus negative 3. That'll be 0, 8, or the slope is 0. Notice the y values stayed the same. This is actually the horizontal line, y equals 8. A slope of a horizontal line is 0. Here, where we have change in y over change in x, so 10 minus negative 10 over negative 4 minus negative 4. So 20 over 0. Oops, we cannot have a 0. This line has no slope. You might have noticed it was the x values that stayed the same. This is the line, x equals negative 4. That is a vertical line, and vertical lines have no slope. Just as an undefined slope, the slope of a vertical line is undefined, or it has no slope. Undefined. Notice, as these two lines have a negative slope, and they go from left to right, they go down. These two lines have a positive slope, and left to right, they're going up. That's something that can be very helpful when we're talking about slopes. And of course, this horizontal line here has a slope of 0. The vertical line, if we put it right here, would have an undefined slope. So if m is the slope of the line, if it's greater than 0 or positive, it's increasing from left to right. It's an increasing function. If the slope is negative or less than 0, it's a decreasing function. It's going down, left to right. If the slope equals 0, it is a constant function. It's just a horizontal line. If the slope does not exist for a vertical line, and a vertical line is not the graph of a function. One form to write an equation in is a line with a slope m passing through the point x1, y1, has the equation y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. This is the point slope form of the equation of a line. And here we have the point and the slope, so we can find the equation of a line. So y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So y minus negative 5 equals negative 2 times x minus 3. Let's remove the parentheses. y plus 5 equals negative 2x plus 6. Getting in a standard form would put the x on this side. 2x plus y equals, and moving the 5, equals 1. This would be the standard form to that line. Now here, we're using point slope form, but they give us 2 points. So first we have to find the slope. Now sometimes I don't write all the out. It's changing y over changing x. What did y do to get from 3 to negative 1? It went down 4, so that would be negative 4. What did x do to get from negative 4 to 5? It went up 9. So my slope here could be negative 4/9. Now, actually doing the calculation on that, negative 1 minus 3 over 5 minus negative 4, you can see comes out negative 4/9. Now, finding the equation of the line, we can use either pair of points. It doesn't matter. So x minus negative 1, or y minus negative 1 equals negative 4/9 times x minus 5. So x plus 1 equals negative 4/9 x plus 20/9. Sometimes we want the equation in standard form where the a, b, and c are all integers. So let's take this times 9 to get rid of the fractions. 9y plus 9 equals negative 4x plus 20. That would become 4x, as I move to this side, plus 9y equals, the 9 will have to subtract 9, equals 11. And this would be the standard form equation for this line with integer coefficients.